YouTube? It's that man Abu, it's Brother Man, and we back with another video. Today we talking about that boy Giannis getting traded to the T-Wolves, man.
Let's just get to the point.
Let's get to it. Hey, the reason why this has become such a subject to talk about is because the Milwaukee Bucks have finally came out and openly come out and said that they're willing to trade Giannis and they're actively looking to trade Giannis. That don't mean he's gonna get traded, because once again, I said, in order to get traded, Giannis gonna have to drop his nuts. Milwaukee Bucks front office management gonna have to drop their nuts and just make it happen. You have not been able to really back up Giannis with the talent needed to win another championship. You have not done so. John Horst, you've been in your position since 2017, coming up on 10 years. These last 2 seasons have been abysmal. But of course, who's your boss? D has him, Jimmy has him. The same people who own the motherfucking Cleveland Browns. Of course. Y'all lucked up and got it, and Giannis was gonna bring a championship to no matter where he was at. Regardless of where Giannis was at, he was gonna bring a championship to the squad, man. If Giannis had been drafted by the Wizards, which he should have, we would have had a championship. The home team would have had a championship already. So that championship is not on y'all. That championship was on the shoulders of Giannis Antetokounmpo. And now we pissy for it. Y'all finally came out and said that y'all willing to trade him. So now everybody got perked their ears, right? But right now we talking about to the T-Wolves. And this has come up because Giannis has always talked about how he loves Ant Edwards. And we're going to look at a couple of videos about the love Giannis got for Ant Edwards. Now, Ant Edwards and Giannis, a match made in heaven. A match made in heaven. You got a bulldog at shooting guard that can shoot, defend, drive the lane, pass the ball. Then you got a bulldog at power forward center that could go coast to coast, that could dominate a quarter, dominate a game, dominate a half in Giannis Antetokounmpo. All you would need is Giannis and Edwards, and you could win with that. So with that being said, this is definitely a trade that can happen, definitely a trade that the T-Wolves, I believe, need to make, man. Because if you look at things, right, what does a trade scenario look like, you ask, right? Rudy Gobert got to be out because Gobert and Giannis don't match. Gobert, Shannon Jr., and Dillingham to the Milwaukee Bucks for Giannis and Tayshaun Prince. The money matches. Milwaukee, you don't really get a blue chip, but you get a guy, I guess you could call Gobert a blue chip. He got four Defensive Player of the Year awards. Whether you think he deserved them, Jones, or not, he got them. That's hardwood. So you bring a defensive specialist to Milwaukee and Gobert. You have a guy who's coming off the bench, but not really a wild card, but a guy that can play ball, Shannon Jr. And then you have a young Dillingham who could be your point guard. And then for the T-Wolves, you get Giannis and get Tayshaun Prince. Now, with all these scenarios, it's a caveat of a third team, because trading Giannis to a good team does not give you the draft picks that you need to really rebuild your team, Milwaukee. So if Milwaukee, if you're trying to dig yourself out of the hole that you will be in once you trade Giannis, you need to find a third or fourth team where you can offload the Kuzma contract, or where you can bring in draft picks, right? For the T-Wolves still will have Julius Randle. You need a third team needed for draft picks and to offload a Julius Randle contract. Because Julius Randle and Giannis, that's not a match. I can't see them on the same team being productive in the starting roles. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right, let's get to it. Let's take a look at these guys from CBS Sports and their commentary on Giannis to the T-Wolves. Let's get to it.
Are you bullish on either side of the coin when it comes to being contenders or pretenders?
Yeah, I'm going to go contenders on this one. Also an easy one. I mean, they made back-to-back Western Conference Finals without Giannis, right? Can you imagine Ant and Giannis together? Those two guys, I mean, good luck stopping those guys getting downhill, not to mention the fact that Ant has added that outside element to his game. He led the league in three-point shooting last year. I think that they'd be a seamless fit together. Now, the problem here is not easy to pull off, right? How are you even getting Giannis? The Wolves don't have any picks to dangle. Right now, they could offer maybe a 2028 first round.
All right. Yep. See, that's why I said Dillingham got to go, because I don't see Milwaukee really wanting Mike Conley Jr. If Milwaukee's staying true to their word, talk about they want some blue chips, you get Rudy Gobert and you get Dillingham. So that leaves the T-Wolves with Mike Conley Jr., Dante DiVincenzo, Anthony Edwards, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and then you got Naz Reid. They have so many other options they could use at center. The defense you can get from Giannis and, possibly put another defensive specialist back there with him. But it's definitely possible. It can happen.
Swap, Rob Dillingham.
I want to see this happen. I want to see Giannis in Minnesota. I want to see Giannis in Minnesota ASAP. Because I want Edwards to get a champion. I need him to get a chip, man. They try to take that, face of the league title from him just because he being who he is, man. Although I believe right now Wemby is like this close to snatching that bitch, but they try to take that face of the league from Ant Edwards. You bring Giannis and Ant together, and Ant get a couple championships, he could take that face of the league title right back. No matter who you want to be it, Ant is gonna be that guy.
Terrence Shannon, that's not really getting it done, right? They're basically in the same boat as the Knicks here, in that they'd probably have to loop in a third team, and now all of a sudden maybe.
Of course you got to loop in a third team, because if you're a good team, you don't have the picks to hand off to Milwaukee.
You're adding Jaden McDaniels to a deal. Maybe you're adding Julius Randle. So for the purposes of this exercise,
you got to keep McDaniels. You got to keep McDaniels. Julius Randle, he could get traded to the third team.
We'll say that it's getting done and we'll turn them into contenders, but this is a really difficult one for the Wolves to pull off. But just the idea in fantasy land here, basketball fantasy.
Can you trade Julius Randle to the Lakers for picks and in Austin? Something to think about.
Land.
Oh, Rui. Oh, Minnesota. All right, so Minnesota gets Giannis, Taurean Prince. The Bucks get Rudy Gobert, Shannon, and Dillingham. The Bucks also get 2 picks from the Lakers. The Lakers get Julius Randle, and they give up Austin Reeves. And let's see, maybe you could throw in another shooting guard to send to the Lakers. Let's see who's on the Minnesota roster. Because they would need. Who can we send to the Lakers? I don't see them getting rid of Bones Highland. They can't get rid of him. Maybe you could send Shannon Jr. to the Lakers or Joe Ingles. Let's see Milwaukee roster. Can you send Cole Anthony to the Lakers? Gary Trent Jr. to the Lakers? Or is it AJ Green? The Lakers could swoop in and add some value. The Lakers could definitely swoop in and add some value. Let's go ahead and continue to see what else they got to say about this guy, man.
Don't you love the idea of Ant and Giannis together? How tantalizing is that? Woo! If they could somehow pull it off. Tim Connolly, is a wizard. He built the current Wolves team into a team that went to 2 straight Western Conference Finals. He built the Nuggets team that won a championship. So I believe in Tim Connelly. If there's anybody out there who can somehow finagle this thing and figure out a way to make it happen, he's the guy. And boy, that would be fun.
Yeah, if we just stay in Fantasyland, the funny thing though, when Cat was with Minnesota, it was like, why are they going double bigs? It's too much real estate in that particular position. Although with Giannis, technically yes, but again, different skill sets and all that stuff. I certainly understand that, and I'm with you with the Timberwolves pick.
All right. So
Let's just get to the point.
Let's get to it, man. They just told you that trade is possible. Minnesota Minnesota has the assets as far as the actual players, but when it comes to picks, they don't. But having Julius Randle, having Rudy Gobert, having Dillingham, having Shannon, these are trade bait to get Giannis on it, man. Minnesota, make the move. Drop your nuts, Minnesota. I know y'all going through a whole lot right now out there, but Minnesota T-Wolves, if you try and get a championship for Ant Edwards, bro, drop your nuts, man, and get rid of Gobert, Shannon, and Dillingham and bring in Giannis. And then get rid of Randall. All right. So let's move on and see what else is out there. Let's get to it. Let's move on and see what else we got. Okay. Hey, yo. It says Anthony Edwards to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Say the word. Rudy Gobert, his bags will be packed by the morning. God damn. Damn, Ant. You on it like that, huh? Let's pause it. Let's make sure that this is actually what happened.
Anthony Edwards to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Say the words and Rudy Gobert's bags will be packed by the morning. Should Giannis team up with Ant-Man?
Big second half, they rallied from 16 down.
Anthony Edwards to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Say the words and Rudy Gobert's bags will be packed by the morning.
I ain't see that shit, but niggas be just saying anything, huh?
Anthony Edwards.
I ain't see it, so I can't speak on it. All right, what that look like? Okay. So they want Giannis for Rudy Gobert straight up. Again, we're gonna need a third team. We're gonna need a third team to step in.
I low-key fake like him on the Timberwolves. I fake like it. Because I feel like the Timberwolves have gone to the Western Conference Finals twice and have lost to Mavericks and the Thunder.
Man.
I'm not saying they're going to win again. I ain't saying that. But I just feel like if the Timberwolves make that trade, it could potentially might get them over the top, bro. You already got Ant that can't stop, that no one can really stop. Now you added Giannis, and then he has Rudy Gobert next to him.
Yeah, those two twin towers, that'd be nasty too.
Bro, I low-key want him to go to the Timberwolves.
Nah, but we gotta realize when and how was Giannis at his greatest moment. When he won that championship, he had a 3-point big man. Rudy is a defensive specialist. Rudy is not Brook Lopez. So I think you need that center that can stretch the floor so you can allow Giannis to get down to the basket in the paint. You can allow Anthony Edwards to get down to the basket in the paint. You need that big guy that can stretch the floor.
Shooting though, like around them two, because Gobert is not a shooter.
Exactly.
That means doing close.
You need shooting around him because when Ant drive to the basket in the paint and the defense collapse, he needed to be able to pass it out to a guy that he knows is going to be able to hit that shot. Same thing for Giannis.
Sometimes Nas Reed's gonna have to be in.
Nas Reed, I like it. Nas Reed could be your Brook Lopez. I like it.
And Nas Reed isn't. He can shoot the 3 ball, but he's not no knockdown shooter. They need knockdown shooters around him, and they don't really have that on that team.
So for the Timberwolves, you can agree, disagree. It don't matter to me. The Timberwolves get Giannis, Thanasis. We know Thanasis is going to be in the trade regard. It's just like with LeBron and Bronny. Thanasis is going to be in the trade, so we got to add him in there too.
Yeah, Thanasis, his contract, you can put his contract in any deal.
Timberwolves get Giannis.
The money makes sense.
Thanasis. The Bucks get Julius Randle.
Or his money is ineffective. His shit don't affect the deal.
Dante DiVincenzo, Mike Conley, Joanne Breger, a 2026 first round pick. Spurs hold the rights to swap, and a 2028 first round pick, and you could probably add another pick in there.
All right. So in this video, I guess Giannis talks about his love for Anthony Edwards.
Oh, I love Anthony Edwards, man. I love him, man. Like he plays both ways. Oh, I love Anthony Edwards, man.
His brother,
I love him, man. Like he plays both ways. Oh, I love Anthony Edwards, man.
Bro, Giannis and Anthony Edwards together is a problem. Giannis looks at Anthony Edwards as a guy that don't let up on the court. You know what I'm saying? He maximizes his potential. So you got Anthony Edwards and Giannis on the same squad, two guys that maximize their potential. Their size, power, speed is over with. It's over with. All right. And lastly, let's go ahead and take a look at these guys and see what trade scenarios they have. So far, I think my trade scenario is the best so far. You know, the money makes sense. The talent makes sense. All right, Rudy Gobert, Jaden McDaniels, and 2 round 2 picks. Fuck no. He must be a Minnesota fan. That's not objective, bro. Plus, damn, you want to keep Jaden McDaniels. You need you need help on the perimeter defensive wise for Ant Edwards. You don't need him focusing on defense solely. But with that being said, I don't like this trade pick. All right, Giannis wants Wolves trade. Let's see what they got.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to join the Minnesota Timberwolves, and this has the potential to completely break the NBA. The Wolves are one of Giannis's preferred destinations in order to team up with Anthony Edwards, and this can instantly...
Yeah, Giannis, man, fuck going to one of the major cities, bruh. Go to Minnesota right now. Go to Minnesota right now. Make it happen. You and Ant Edwards is over with.
Turn into the most unstoppable duo in the league for years to come. Now, this would not be an easy trade for Minnesota to pull off, but just like the Lakers did with Luka last year, this is a move you make and then figure out the rest afterwards or in the offseason. A framework for a trade would be built around Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and possibly a third team like Portland who can give Milwaukee back some of their picks.
Right.
But for the Wolves, if you're able to have 2 top 5 players in the league, this can be what it takes to get over the hump and get to the next level in the Western Conference and give Giannis a real shot at contending again when paired with Anthony Edwards, who is the reason that the Wolves are a team that he wants to join.
Damn.
Let's just get to the point.
All right, let's get to it. All right, man, if you got this far, I appreciate you for watching the video. It's that man Abu, it's brother man. Hey, if you want more videos like this, if you trying to figure out where Giannis might go to, man, be up the comment section, man. Let us know what we need to cover next. Let us know what other trade ideas and trade scenarios and trade narratives we need to cover as well. If you haven't checked the channel out, check my channel out. I've already created about 2 different videos on Giannis and the Milwaukee trade scenarios. Milwaukee ready to deal Giannis. I've already said that the 3rd or 4th team is needed to make the deal happen. That's facts. And also teams are needed to offload bad contracts as well. This is how Milwaukee will be able to maximize through the trade, and also you send Giannis to where he trying to get to. In this video, I'm thinking the T-Wolves might be the best. After doing all the research and looking at all the teams, the T-Wolves might be the best move, man. T-Wolves might be the best move, man. Because that would be one of the teams where Giannis goes to, and it's questionable as who is the best player on the team. Because you got that boy Ant Edwards is a problem. Ant is a problem.
Let's just get to the point.
All right, let's get to it, man. Hey, man, thanks for watching the video, man. It's that man Abu, it's brother man.